Hey y'all, happy Valentine's Day. And for Valentine's Day, I have oh yes, scheduled reviews here, yada yada. Anyways, for Valentine's Day, hey meow meow, I have a special video. My I'm Not an Idiot series that I'm sure you've all watched. So I have a special one of those, a Valentine's themed one, if you will. A lot of it's related to relationships and stuff like that, and just general this is and that's is. So I've compiled a list because I love my lists. Pause it if you want to spoil it for yourself. Actually, I doubt it was even like on screen long enough. There you go. So this is like a spin-off. Okay, it's not I'm an it. It's not you're an idiot or yeah you're an idiot. This is I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you know. So let's get started, shall we? I think this is going to be a fun one. Up first, we have I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you act like you control your partner's appearance. Okay? So, y'all know those videos? You see them on TikTok, you see them on Instagram, you see them everywhere. Y'all know those videos of those guys who like shave their beards. They have beards and they've had them their whole life, and they decide to shave it, or they've had mustaches or whatever, and they go out, and then their wife is like appalled. Like I'm not saying don't have a reaction. You can have a reaction. Those are normal. Meow meow. Do you have to be in the way? Anyways, I mean, you're gonna have a little bit of a reaction. There you go. You know, maybe be shocked, but like I've seen videos where like the women are literally just not able to cope. Like it's like horrible to them. This is the worst possible thing. I only liked you because of the beard. He only liked me for my shorts. And the flip side of this being men who think they control their girlfriend or wife's weight. That is super cringe. That is super toxic. First of all, bigger is better. That's what I was always told. I don't know about y'all guys. But if you think you can and if you think you can control the weight of your partner, you're a bad person. First of all. And second of all, you're just plain wrong. Yeah. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you insist that communication is key and then say nothing is wrong when I ask. Oh, I have had this exact scenario happen to me countless times. I'm not even like joking. Like, I'm not even fun. I wish I was joking. I wish I was making this shit up. I have been in that exact scenario where the same ladies that I've been with that will say, want me to open up to them and want me to, talk to them and tell them what's wrong and stuff like that. When I ask them what's wrong and, when I ask them to talk about it and open up, nothing. It's fine. Nothing. God, fine. I don't care. It's fine. Do whatever you want. Oh my God, do whatever you want. That sentence makes me so angry. If you're the type of bitch like to say do whatever you want or do whatever you want to do, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't. I'm not sexist, but I hate it when you believe in equal rights but won't split the check. By the way, do I have to say the title every time? I don't know. If you believe in equal rights but you won't split the check, it is y'all. As of the time of making this video, it's the big 2-6. It is 2026. That is 2026 years after everything happened. So we could move on. It's not the 17th century, the 16th century. It's not even the 19th century. It is the 20th. Get a move on. I can't stand it. Now, the caveat slash exception to this being, I don't remember who said it. It was some guy like on an interview. I can't remember who said it, but he was like, it spoke to me. You ever hear someone say something and you're like, that got me. Whoever's idea was it to go on the date is the one who pays. That's genius. I just smacked you in the face. My bad. Whoever's idea was it to go on the date is the one who pays. Say, hey, I go to my lady friend, and let's make up her name. Give me a female transformer. Arachnid. I'm like, hey, Arachnid, or Black Arachnia. There you go, because the out of that robot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I do that so much. Like adjust my tie. Anyways, hey, Black Arachnia, you want to go out to like fucking Applebee's or some shit? I'm the one who's paying. I'm taking you out. If you say like, hey, let's go pick up some blank, let's go to here, let's go to there, you're the one who's paying. That was your idea. It is 2026, and if it's a mutual thing, as long as it's established first, I'm not saying like, don't be the person, whether you're on either side of this situation, don't be the person to spring on that. This would be talked about, like, again, me and my lady friend, who's like kind of situationship, kind of friends with benefits, whatever the hell you want to call it. We always, anytime we plan to go anywhere, we talk about what's going on first. We make sure we know who's paying first. Every single time. Every single time, and it fixes everything. So, yeah, split. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you complain about how you look when you look fine. Bitches be out here built like Billie Eilish and are like, I just don't know. I'm so unattractive. I'm so ugly. I'm a goblin, you know? And again, I'm not sexist. So you got fellas out here built like Harry Styles or Jason Momoa, or Dwayne The Rock Johnson, just to cover like a whole bunch of different kinds of men, because there's a whole bunch of kinds of women too. You got like Sigourney Weaver, Billie Eilish, or would be like another kind of woman. Kind. I don't know, but you got like kinds of women, kind of men. Anyways, I don't know. I can't think of another kind. Anywho, you look fine. Like, shut up. And oh my god, I can't stand, like, I'm not a woman. I don't have chest, body dysmorphia of that variety. But you always see, like, big titty ladies who are complaining about having big titties. It's like, God forbid you be blessed. I just spit. I hope that didn't show up on camera because I'm going to tell you about it anyways. But I just feel like... anyways. Oh, how terrible that must be to have heckin' gazonkers. How terrible, how sad. I'm not sexist, I just hate it when you judge men for their bodies while saying every woman is beautiful. So that kind of is piggybacking off of the very first topic, like, controlling your partner's appearance, I guess, but this is more just, like, general, I guess. But, you will see some of the most butt ugliest, like, goofy, like, fucking dollar store bug and bin looking women out here, fucking Cirque du Soleil, Cirque du Soleil's nuts, out here, and you will find women in their comments saying, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful, slay, queen, yas," you know. Where's that love for the fellas? You will find some of the most butt ugly, goofy, Cirque du Soleil looking ass dudes out here that are fucking butt ugly. And you know what people do in said comments? Tell them that. Unk is chopped. This dude's ugly as hell. This dude looks like fucking paved concrete or something. I don't know. I can't think of things. But people don't show the same love. It's like, why is the obviously ugly woman beautiful when the obviously ugly man not? What's that all about? I've always This next one is gonna make me sound like such a loser, like such an incel. Women should respect themselves. But I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you wear revealing outfits and then get upset when people look at you. Oh my god, you will find like ladies out here wearing deep, deep V-neck, or like the U-neck, or whatever they're called, all the way down to like here. What is with the lighting in here? Why does it just make? I swear I'm not that white. Good lord, good lord. I swear I'm not that white. Shows heaven. Anyways, I think I'm like alabaster, but like really, you can see it here. See, like when the shade hits it, I'm not. I mean, I am white. I'm not saying I'm not, but like I'm not like plaster. Anyways, women will have shirts down to like the all the way down to their belly buttons, and they're like, "Don't stare. That's rude." Like, bitch, you got your titties out. I'm gonna stare, you know. And it's like the counter argument to that is like, oh, she's not wearing it for you, she's wearing it for her. Don't. I don't know, like, how hard is that? I can't stand it. And it's like kind of just it comes with the territory. If you go out wearing shit like that, expect to get looked at, expect to get stared at, expect to get hit on. It's not right, but like that's just what's gonna happen. That's just what's gonna happen. I don't know, man. Number 7. This is a spicy one. Not spicy like spicy like sexy, but no, spicy like hot take. Uh, I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you cry at the drop of a hat. I cannot stand a cry at everything person. Again, this can be a man or a woman. I don't care. But if you cry at everything, if you cry at the drop of a hat, if like the second, if we get in an argument and I raise my voice a single octave and it turns into, well, you just, shut the fuck up. I hate you so much. I can't stand people who cry at the drop of a hat. It is so annoying. Because, again, I'm not saying don't have a reaction. I'm not saying don't have emotions. But have better fucking control of your emotions. I get in arguments all the time. And I will get heated. And, like, my face gets really hot. And, like, it starts to feel like you got the barbed wire around the neck. But I don't cry. I don't fucking break down and be like, well, I just thought that, it's so fucking annoying. And there's no way to continue having said discussion, argument, or whatever, or debate. There's no way because I'm the bad guy now. Now that you're crying, I'm an asshole, I'm in the wrong. Even if my point isn't wrong, I'm in the wrong for making you feel like this and making you cry. It's the ultimate I won the argument, and it's so annoying. I hate it when you cry at the drop of a hat. It's genuinely one of my worst like pet peeves, like my least favorite traits of a person. Parkour, I'm gonna jump from one thing to another thing. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you apologize for everything. And I mean everything. Like not even things you have to apologize for. You know, I'm sorry my cat's in the way. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry my cat's getting in the way and she's interrupting the video. I'm sorry that I wrote this down on paper instead of having it come up on screen like a real fancy nice YouTuber. I'm sorry that I'm wearing my blue hat and that the light is making my skin look very pale and shiny. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I can't stand like apologize for like things you should apologize for. Like if you bump into me or like cut me off. Yeah, my bad. My bad, I'll say that. I'll absolutely. I have good manners. I'm not saying don't apologize at all. Just don't apologize for everything. I'm sorry my cat's in the way, by the way. See? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. You don't need to be doing that. You know? It's so fucking annoying. And you know what I've gotten in the habit of doing? Because people will apologize to me for simply existing, and I literally will just say, "Don't apologize." Those exact 2 words. I'll say, "Don't apologize," or I'll say, "You have nothing to apologize for." But most of the time, it's just, "Don't apologize." I won't even try to like level with them. I won't try to start a debate with them. I won't be like, "Oh, it's okay, it's fine. You don't have to apologize." I'll say, "Don't apologize," because you genuinely have nothing to. So yeah, that's just I'm not sexist. I just hate it when uh, if you refuse to take a man or woman's side in an argument simply because they are a man or a woman. So let me put you through a hypothetical. You as a guy and all of your guy friends are talking about how crazy this lady was. Maybe she was apologizing for everything, and you refuse to take her side because she's a woman. You're in the wrong. So you and your girlfriends, you as a girl, like I'm calling, like saying if you're a girl, and all of your girlfriends are talking about this and that, and this guy that she met on Tinder or whatever, and if you figure out that, like, in both of these scenarios, if you figure out, like, hey, wait a second, this person's not in the wrong, but then you refuse to take their side because they're like a lady or a guy, that's what I'm talking about. If you refuse to take a woman's side because she's a woman, that's wrong. That's sexist. That's what I hate. If you refuse to take a man's side in an argument simply based on the fact he's a man, that's wrong, and that's what I hate. It's really that simple. So let's lighten it up. Here's a fun one. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you stop to chat for an hour. If we're at the store and you fucking see someone and then I'm playing the waiting game, and you stand and you chat for an hour. Again, I'm not sexist. Men can do this too, not really like as much, but like I'm sure it does happen. I've never done it. I've never had it happen. I've never been like, because even when, like, say if I'm with my papa, I don't know why specifically him, but say I'm with my papa, because I've had times where he's ran into people and talked for a little while, but he talks for like maybe 10 minutes, and then you know what he does? One of these, he says goodbye and moves the fuck on. He doesn't talk for 6 more hours, chatting with him and catching up. You know, at the most, he would like. Now he doesn't use Facebook, so that's a bad example. But like he would get his phone number, Facebook, whatever, But he doesn't use Facebook. But I'm just saying, don't do that. Don't stop and chat for an hour. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you have no awareness of how you're dressed, aka you got your tits or your ass out. So again, these are not gender specific traits. At least not most of them, anyways. These are not gender specific traits. They can be any traits. So, for instance, as I was talking earlier, if you got your tits out, now this is more calling out if you're not even aware of it. This is like if you're making the unconscious choice, And you just got some heckin' gazonkers, and oh my god, I didn't even realize that your boobs are so puffed up and so pushed up to the top that they're literally starting to do that like overfill thing. Like when you like fill a glass perfectly, like fill a glass of water like perfectly like all the way to the top so it bevels. If your titties are doing that, pop them back down a bit. They don't need to be all the way up there. Mwah. Cute. They don't need to be all the way up there. And I'm specifically calling out every single man over the age of 25, okay, or 30 or whatever. Pull your damn pants up. I can't stand a plumber's crack, man. I fucking hate plumber's cracks. Almost more than I hate, like, big old titties being out, because at least big old titties are, like, big old titties, But I can't stand, um, ass being out, man. Like, first of all, like, pull your damn pants up, because you gotta feel it. Like, I know times when I do, like, get some plumber's crack going, because, I mean, it does happen, you crouch a little fast, and your pants, instead of going, like, whoop, they go, whoop. It does happen, you know? But, like, you gotta feel it, because I feel it. I know I do. So, like, if I do, then you do. We all got the same fucking nerve endings, Everybody feels their ass. What am I going with this? Anyways, though, but no, like, you have to feel it. You have to be consciously aware. You got a cool breeze going down the canyon. Ain't supposed to be there, But pull your damn pants up. I can't stand a plumber's crack, man. And on that note, this is not related to anything. This is a little, like, point and then point B, Like, what is this? 11B. This is an 11B. Uh, guys who and girls too, but people who sag their pants, like mostly guys, but people who sag their pants and people like call me a nerd, call me actually um yeah, call me whatever you want. But people who sag their pants and people who don't tie their shoes, it's so annoying. Like just fucking tie your shoes, man. Just fucking pull your pants up, man. I can't stand it. I've never thought it was a cool look. I think you look lame as hell. I think you look goofy. There's the whole myth that's like kind of not even a myth. It's kind of just like a thing of like in prison, guys will sag their pants to like let them know like, hey, come bang me, you know. But yeah, so that like I can't. I don't know. I'm not saying like you gotta be, like I'm wearing fucking sweats and a sweater that I've been wearing for like the past week. I'm not saying you have to be like suit and tie. I'm not saying you have to be prim and proper and well dressed and like I'm wearing a shirt. I kid you not, this shirt I'm wearing is from the fifth grade, as in five grades. That's insane. I'm wearing a shirt I had in fifth grade. It's insane, and I remember exactly not when I had it, but I mean where not where I got it, but when I had it too. So like I know exactly where it's come from. Yeah. All right, we gotta wrap these up. I got a new game today, and I have been itching to play it. So I'm gonna rapid fire these for a minute. Uh, I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you fall down laughing. If you fall down laughing, you are doing too much. That is like the definition of extra, and that goes for anyone, man, woman, fish, fucking donkey. Like I just can't stand if you fall down laughing. Like I'm a funny motherfucker, but I ain't that funny. I have never in my entire life heard something so funny that I felt the need to fall down on the floor. Like I just couldn't laugh. I've had like laughter where it's so funny that like you're running out of breath and your chest starts to hurt and they keep adding on to the joke. I've had that laughter. And I've had laughter where like you kind of like keeled over like ha ha ha, like ha ha ha, you know, but like I've never fallen on the floor. Like you're doing too much. It is so extra. It is. I'm not sexist. I just hate it. If you act cutesy or like a baby, if you do the like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's not my fault. If you do that shit, that is so fucking cringe. It's like fucking cringe, dude. I was with a friend of mine. Let's make up names. It was a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Actually, they're soon to be married, so they're fiance and fiance. Are they just both called fiance, like fiance and fiance? I think so. Anyways, they're about to be married. Anyways, but no, not important to the story. Let's call them Labubu and Optimus Prime, okay? Because that's just what I'm looking at. So, Labubu was doing something. I forget what she was doing. She was like, I don't know. I opened something for her and then was like, whatever. And it was like a little toy. And like, I'm a big fan of little toys. I got little guys, little goobers. And, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But she opens it up and she's like, look at my little cheeseburger. It was like a little cheeseburger plushie or something. Not plushie, but like one of the squishy toys. And she's like, look at my little cheeseburger. This is a grown ass woman who's about to be married, by the way. She was like, look at my little cheeseburger. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. And she like fucking puts it up in my face and starts squishing it. That's fucking cringe. You grow the fuck up. I say a grown man who buys toys. You know, grow the fuck up though. Like I genuinely cannot stand that. Like how are you a functioning adult? You pay taxes, motherfucker. You pay taxes and you're acting like this. You have a car and you're acting like this. You have a license. You're about to be married and you're acting like this, like a little baby. Oh my gosh. It's so fucking cringe. Grow the fuck. This one. This one is the one I've been waiting on. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you can't make a single fucking decision for yourself. I actually talked about this. in my last video. See, I made a whole video about women and then didn't release it on Valentine's Day. What a fucking fallout. That's the only reason I'm making this one. Because, yeah, again, happy Valentine's Day. If you can't make a decision, though, make a fucking decision. I can't tell you, like, where do you want to go to eat? I don't know. Anything's fine. Well, do you want to go here? No, not really. Do you want to go to blank? No, blank is gross. Where do you want to go? Anywhere's fine. You choose. Urgh, I fucking hate that. I hate it so much. Just fucking tell me where you want to eat. Just fucking tell me where you want to eat. I'm a fat ass and I eat everything. I love every fucking restaurant. I'll eat at fucking Arby's. I don't care. I'm a heathen. I'll eat at Long John Silver's. I'll eat at fucking anywhere if you just fucking tell me. Anything's fine. No, no, no. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's like lately, what I've been doing with my lady friend is just picking her up and saying like, "Hey, we're going to Applebee's. Let's go to Applebee's." You know, I'm not even broaching the like. Now I did hear that the one way to like kind of psychology trick is like to say, "Let's get my cat in frame." You know, look at it, look at it. Oh my gosh, there you go. See, why was I not recording like this the entire time? You know, you just been seeing the little tips of your ears. Anyways, I did hear the one psychology trick to be like, guess where we're going? Oh my gosh, is it blank? Yup. And then boom, you take it to blank. But make a fucking decision. Okay, so real world thing that actually happened to me with my lady friend, right? Is okay, so this is in the summertime. It's currently winter, but this was back in summer, right? I was going to Walmart to pick up some swimming goggles, like some like goggles for swimming. You know, swimming goggles. Fucking dumbass. Anyways, and I asked her, like, "Hey, what color ones do you want me to pick you up?" And you want to know what this bitch says? Whatever you want. Just tell me, what fucking color do you want? Do you want blue? Do you want pink? Do you want red? Do you want gold? Do you want black? Do you want white? Like, what? And then I also asked her, what kind do you want? Like, do you want the one with the nose, or do you want the, like, you know, the big boy goggles? If you a grown ass man, woman, whatever, and you dead ass are wearing the ones with the nose. Now, if you're snorkeling, that's different. I'm saying if you were just swimming, like, look at. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you're a grown ass adult and you're just like casually swimming like in a lake, river, pool, whatever body of water, and you're getting the ones with the nose on, what do you fucking grow up? I can't believe it. Like, grow up, seriously. I put that in the same level of the cutesiness that I was just talking about. But anyways, you want to know what she you want to take a fucking wild guess what she said when I asked her if she wanted the nose goggles or the regular goggles? You want to take a fucking wild guess? Yeah, yeah. It was, I don't know, whatever you want. Have a fucking decision. Make a fucking decision for yourself. Have some agency in your life. You're allowed to choose what kind of goggles you want to wear or what color you want them to be. Have some fucking agency. I there's like, you know, going with the flow and doing whatever people want and stuff like that, or like, you know, doing what you think is gonna make people happy. Like, there's that, and then there's just not allowing yourself to live. You know, just live. You can do this if you want to do it. It just I'm gonna talk about it forever unless I just. And number 15, if you know these kinds of videos that I make, you know where this has been going the whole time. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you get easily offended. And if you fell for any of this rage bait, Because at the end of the day, this is all shit that doesn't really matter that much. You know, can you tell I'm single? Again, I'm not technically single. I kind of have like a relationship. It's like friends with benefits, whatever. But, you know, it's all shit that doesn't really ultimately matter that much at the end of the day. What's funny is despite what this video might have, you know, come off, what I might have come off as in this video, I'm a feminist. I am 100% a feminist. But see, I'm the, like, actual quote unquote feminist because a woman can do everything that a man can do. So why the fuck ain't you doing it? Step it the fuck up, bitch. You know? Like, I'm out here fucking living paycheck to paycheck, barely paying my bills, and you out here getting a boyfriend to do all that for you. Hmm? Huh? What is it? Fucking get a job, bitch. Get a job. You know? Fucking put your mind to it, put your grind to it. Like, men really go into the workforce, and women really go to college to study, you know, fucking gender studies for 6 years to go work at McDonald's and Wendy's. You know? A woman absolutely can do everything that a man can do. So do it then. Do it then. Alright. I've been Scavenger Reviews. What did you guys think of the video? Let me know. Like, give me some comments. Discuss. You know, let me know if you guys got some points where you're not sexist, but you hate it when like they do blank, you know, or they think blank or they feel blank. You know, did you like the video? Did you hate the video? I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of people that feel some type of way about it, you know? But seriously, I've been Scavenger Reviews. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Again, I kind of got something I ain't doing anything for it, you know? Because we are just you know, situationship friends with benefits anyways. So that's a premium membership plan. I'm gonna stick to the standard membership plan, you know? I don't need the whole cow. I'll just enjoy the milk. What did that lady say? I was talking to a lady today and I was telling her like that I didn't get her anything and stuff. She was like, why buy the whole cow when the milk is free or something like that? I can't remember what she was saying. But it was like, yeah, I like that. Anyways, I got a new game to play. I'm so excited. Oh, one little last one. I'm not sexist. I just hate it when you hate that noise. I really hope that it came up on the video. But yeah, if you hate the noise of a PS5 turning on or an Xbox turning on or any system turning on, I hate you. You know? Yeah. Scavenger Reviews, like, comment, subscribe, do the YouTube shit. Seriously, let me, you know, comment some thoughts, man. Peace.